Welcome to Pour the Wine, It's Rom-Com Time, where we'll sip some wine and review all things rom-com on the Hallmark Channel. I'm Amy.
And I'm Gary.
And
Gary.
Still Gary. And we are going to be previewing the final 4 Spring Into Love movies of 2026. Hallmark broke them up. There were 2 in March and there are 4 in April, which is great because we get 6 brand new movies. Right. And actually we had 8 because we had 2 mysteries at the beginning of March. And then the 2 that we've already watched, 2 for Tea and A Royal Setting.
Yep.
Yeah, which we enjoyed. We enjoyed both of those.
They were really
Not
good.
everybody didn't enjoy A Royal Setting, but that's okay. Royal movies aren't for everybody.
We all have opinions, and that's why we do the podcast, right?
Yeah. So we are here to talk about the final 4 that will be airing very soon because we are a little delayed on this preview podcast because of things that have happened.
It's okay.
It's all right.
We'll still be on time.
Yes.
All right. So let's go ahead and dive into it.
Let's go. All right. So premiering on Saturday, April 4th, A Season to Blossom. Now this one stars Emily Tennant and Carlo Marx. We just saw Emily in, not just, good grief, it was like 5 months ago, but it feels like yesterday saw her. And she was in Christmas Above the Clouds, where she played Aaron Krako's assistant, I guess, in that. And of course, you know, she was adorable in The Wish Swap. I can't say that 10 times in a row. Carlo has been in several Hallmark productions, but we know him mainly from Chesapeake Shores, which is a TV show series that if you haven't watched it, you should watch it. It's a great show. We give a shout out every time it comes up. This was directed by Terry Ingram. He, of course, is a Hallmark staple, he's directed just a ton of Hallmark productions. He directed the 3 Wise Men movies, the Wedding Veil movies, Journey to You, several mysteries, several episodes of Chesapeake Shore. So check out all of his directing credits and you will be impressed.
Yeah, such an intensive.
Yeah. Jennifer Wolfgram wrote this particular movie. She has one other writing credit as a staff writer for the TV movie Vegas High, which was released in 2020.
Whew, 2020.
What a different world it was in April of 2020. My gosh.
Yeah, it was.
It's hard to even imagine that now.
So let's go ahead and drop the synopsis.
All right. An aspiring writer takes over her late grandmother's bookstore and finds love.
In
Simple
April.
And sweet.
I mean, come on.
What do you think?
I feel like Hallmark has something in for the grandmothers here because they always seem to pass away and somebody gets their business.
Somebody gets their house or takes over their business or
or the grandmother tries to get
something
people together. So
No, we did get to see the trailer for this one and the trailer for the next one, but there's not a trailer currently available for the final 2. Right. So, I mean, I think it looks cute. I'm always a sucker for a good story about a bookstore, honestly. Yeah, and it looks like the bookstore looks kind of cool and quaint. And
I agree with you. I feel like the chemistry between the 2, because they're such great actors, I think it's going to be like right off the bat.
Yeah. I think it'll be interesting to see because I don't know. I haven't read anything else about it, so I don't know if, you know, she goes back to her hometown or her grandmother's hometown and he's someone she knew, or is he going to be someone that she just, you know, meets for the first time? So I'm really curious to watch this one. I'm looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I think we're in store.
I think it's going to be good. You want to know why I think it's going to be good?
Why?
Because it's got a tree swing.
It's got a tree swing.
Tire swing.
We did see that.
Tire swing. It's going to be good.
Did you say a tree swing?
A tire swing. Sorry. Tire tree.
It's been a long day. A tire swing. Yes, it's got a tire swing.
Have you ever had the opportunity to swing on one?
Of course I have. We had one in my front yard, actually, when I was growing up. Yeah. We had a tire swing.
Yeah,
I had kind of a big front yard. We had these huge trees. And so, it was kind of cool. Kind of cool. How
Yeah,
about you?
we had one too, and unfortunately, I was on it one day and it snapped, and that was fun. But
My biggest
being a
fear.
little kid, you're resilient. You can take the falls.
Well, yeah, if no one's around, you don't cry, right? You just get
Right.
up and you
Just get up and like, ooh, ooh,
if
ooh.
someone's watching, you might cry a little bit,
That was
but
supposed to happen.
yeah. I don't think I'd get up so easily now if I fell in a tree swing or a tire. Now you got me saying it, tree swing. If a tire swing
Oh my goodness.
fell to
So
the ground.
the next movie that's premiering Saturday, April 11th is A Little Park Music.
Mhm.
It stars Lacey J. Maley and Bo Mershoff. Lacey was just in the Alpine Holiday with Ashley Williams.
Yes, where
Come
they
on
played
now.
sisters. Yeah, yeah. We
Yeah, that
watched
was
that
a
one. That
good
was good.
one.
Yep.
Two sisters, kind of, strange. And there's another one. The grandma wanted them to
Oh,
retrace
you're
her.
right. That
See,
is.
this is
You're
what I'm talking
right.
about.
You're right. And you didn't
Yep.
mean strange. You meant estranged. They're not really
Estranged.
estranged, but they,
I thought
yeah,
I said
yeah,
estranged. If I
yeah,
didn't, I'm sorry. That's what
yeah.
I meant. But
You
yeah,
might have.
the
But you're
grandmother
right
wanted them to,
about the
but they had to
grandma.
go to the Alps in
Hmm.
France and
Hmm.
retrace her trip, the grandmother's trip. So
Yes,
that's pretty good. And the other interesting thing about Lacey is in Chesapeake Shore, Carlo Marx plays her husband.
that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
they owned a little bed and breakfast, and he was the chef. Mm.
Yep. Yep.
And they were married, right?
And they were, I think, did they get married during? Yeah, they got
Yeah,
married
they did.
during the
I think
show.
I
Yeah.
was aware.
Not in
Yeah.
real life, but their
No.
characters got married. And then
um,
they had a bed and breakfast or something.
and Bo, he was in The Finish Line,
Mm.
which was another good one. And
Yeah.
it's funny because we were talking about it the other day, and you had said something like he looks familiar. And when you did some research, you found out that he was also in Desperate Housewives.
Yes, yes. I was like, gosh, we got to find out some more about him. So he played the son of Drea. Oh, what's her name? The actress's name is escaping me. She was in Sopranos.
I know I can't think of her name.
Yeah, yeah. She was. He played her son, and I can't think of the actor's name who played her husband. But he kind of liked Julie, which was Terry Hatcher's daughter
Mm-hmm.
in that TV show. And then I think he was like accused of hurting Julie, but he ended up, it really wasn't him, but he kind of got set up. But
Right.
yeah, so that's a little sidebar for Desperate Housewives. I loved Desperate Housewives, and you watched it for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
We did like a
And
rewatch. I did a rewatch. You
you
did a
said
watch
this is
first
probably
time.
one of the best ending season finale or series finales ever. And
Well, yeah, it's below 6 Feet Under.
yeah,
6 Feet Under has my vote for best
this one
series
was up there
finale
too.
ever, but this one was really, really good. Yeah, it
Yeah.
might be right just below 6 Feet Under series finale, just below it.
Just below it. Well, guess who's directing this one? And
Who's directing this one?
Peter Benson.
Oh, Peter, he's having a good
He is. He's having
good
a
spring.
a good year. Actually, a good 2
A
years.
good year. Well, longer than that. He's been, yeah.
Well, he's
Yeah.
busy being both a director and an actor.
Yes, he is.
That's got to
Yes,
be
he
kind of
is.
fun. And I'd
Yeah.
also like to see some of these behind the scene kind of reels,
Yeah, it would be great
some bloopers maybe.
to get some bloopers. Yeah.
Yeah. And, of course, he also directed the last Hannah Swenson movie, Sugar and Vice, which he also played a small little part in that
Yes,
too.
yes.
So
And that
he's
was
a
just
busy
in
man,
March. Yeah, yes.
Good gracious. A few other Hallmark movies he's directed are The More the Merrier, Christmas Above the Clouds, A Royal Montana Christmas, and Return to Office.
That's a busy man right there. Busy man.
Woo.
So
Yeah,
what's
he
the
is.
synopsis for A Little Park Music?
When a piano appears in the park gazebo, interfering with important work, of course, because
Duh.
why doesn't every park have a piano and a gazebo?
I mean,
City manager Allie joins forces with rookie cop Ryan to remove it, only to find both music and love are hard to resist. And we watched this one, the trailer for this one, because
yes, we did.
and I think it's gonna be kind of cute. It's kind
Really?
of got that little magical stuff in there where they
Hmm.
remove the piano, and the next day it's back there. So I don't know. I think it's going to be cute. I
I
mean, I
don't
wish I
know.
could play the piano.
Well, me too.
Mm,
I
but
wish you
I
could
can't.
too. I don't want to play the
So
piano.
I can play the
I took
drums, but that's
piano
about it.
lessons as a kid and I did not enjoy that.
Yeah.
And I have a sister who can play the piano really well.
Yeah.
She really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Me, hated it.
Nope, I
But
was a drummer.
yeah,
Little drummer
yeah.
boy.
I mean, I don't know. I really like, I really like Lacey Malley, and I'm not as familiar with Bo. So, other than the Desperate Housewives connection, and that would have been like 20 years ago or whatever. So, um, I don't know. It just looks a little. I'm on the fence about this one. I hope it surprises me in a good way.
Right, right.
But I don't know. I'm just not sure. I'm
Fingers
kind of like,
crossed.
so we'll
Fingers
see.
crossed.
I think out of the four, I have two that I'm sort of like, and
Yeah.
then two that I'm like, yeah, that'll probably be really good. So, and you never know.
Of course,
I mean,
of
you
course.
just know. I hope they're all great. I hope they're all great. But
Yeah.
this one, I don't know. It's a different storyline, that's for sure.
Yeah. Definitely different.
I think so. Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. So premiering Saturday, April 18th, we get To Philly with Love.
Philly, Philly.
And before I get into it, do you want to talk about Philly, or you want to talk about the Eagles, or no?
Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. Can't do it.
We have someone who's a Cowboys fan in this house. We are a house divided for the NFL, and
Yeah, we are. Man.
So I wonder how you're going to feel about this movie.
I already hate it. No.
No.
I don't hate it. Hey,
This
look,
one
I'm
stars.
okay with it.
I know. This one stars Rebecca Dalton as Emma and Stephen. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, although I've seen him a lot. Who's are as Nate. A few
Okay.
of Rebecca's Hallmark films are the 4 Love Club movies, Falling Like Snowflakes, and Christmas by Design. She was also in Good Witch.
Huh? Good Witch.
Stephen was just in 2025's Countdown to Christmas's. Let me try that again. I was going to say Christmas again, but he was in Melt My Heart this Christmas. But he has a pretty good, pretty decent Hallmark resume, which also includes, drum roll. That was a horrible drum roll. And you were a drummer? Chesapeake Shores.
There's a theme going here, right?
I know. It was directed by Amy Force. Good name. Amy directed 2 of the Love Club movies, Melt My Heart This Christmas, and 2 of the Unwrapping Christmas movies. No writer was listed yet on the old IMDb.
Well, interesting.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, let's talk about the synopsis, shall we?
All right. So, a teacher and an archivist decode Revolutionary War era love letters, taking them on a thrilling journey through Philadelphia, where they uncover history and discover a love story of their own.
Oh, wow. That's interesting, huh?
Now, this one we don't have a trailer for yet.
Right.
So,
But just reading the synopsis, it sounds kind of interesting.
I think it can go either way.
It's almost like a
movies can.
a James Rollins or Dan Brown type of novel.
Maybe. I mean,
some mystery, some riddles, some
could be
going around the town trying to find clues.
Yeah, it does sound interesting.
Yeah,
that's for sure. And I was thinking, now we get another mystery, kind of.
Yeah.
Ish.
Well, you kind of get both.
Yeah. And I thought of Signed, Sealed, Delivered, because we're in the throes of that canon right now, and you just think of, you're trying to track things down, and maybe a little bit of like National Treasure, that's what I thought of too. I thought of those two, they're trying to, with the letters especially, I think it has potential. I'm sort of like, I don't know, but I think this one has more potential than the last one. I hate to say it.
A little park music.
Yeah. So
okay.
But we'll see. I have an open mind.
All right, we got a little park music as the sleeper this
okay, it's gonna be the sleeper hit. Maybe.
Here we go.
So this weekend, and we didn't mention this at the top, this same weekend, To Philly with Love will premiere on Saturday, April 18th. And then the next night on Sunday, April 19th,
You
The
want a
Way
drum roll?
Home,
Oh,
season
okay.
4 premieres.
Oh, the
I know.
last
Are you
season.
it's a little bittersweet?
Yeah, it is. Boo.
Yeah. I
Man.
mean, it is the final season, and, there's word on the street, as the kids say, that, they found out that it was canceled sort of mid
Wow.
season. They hadn't finished filming and they had to scramble to wrap things up. I don't know how true that is or not, but
Right.
I have read and heard that.
Okay.
Not personally, but just, online, because, the internet tells the truth all the time.
Right. Every time.
Which
Every
is
time.
which is disappointing because it is such a big hit for Hallmark. So, who knows what the reasons are. Everybody's, I don't know if it's about money or
I
I
don't
have to
know.
believe the viewership is there because one of the seasons, remember, it was only going to be on Hallmark Plus,
Right.
and the fans went crazy because they were like,
Mm-hmm.
because it had aired on Hallmark Channel, and then they were going to move it to
Right.
Hallmark Plus, and then they moved it back to the
Yeah,
Hallmark Channel.
that's
So,
true.
that tells you have a big fan base. So, of course, The Way Home, if you've never seen it, it stars Kyler Lee, and she was Lexi on Grey's Anatomy, for those of you that don't know. It also stars Evan Williams, Sadie LaFlame Snow, and the iconic Andy McDowell. Hello. And then there's tons of
Andy.
supporting cast members. I mean, I cannot see Andy McDowell without thinking about St. Elmo's Fire. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I love her so much. And she's actually going to be in 2026's A Grand Biltmore Christmas,
Yeah.
Andy McDowell. So that's kind of exciting too.
Looking forward to that one too.
Yeah. Yeah. So the synopsis for The Way Home, if you're one of the few people who has not seen it yet, is 3 generations of strong, independent women living together in the small farm town of Port Haven embark on an enlightening journey none of them could have imagined.
Yeah.
And if you like time travel,
Mm-hmm.
this is for you.
Yeah, it is.
It's been great. I mean, when did we start watching it? We started,
Mm.
gosh, we didn't see the first season as it aired.
No.
I think it would be season 2, right?
Right. Yeah.
I think, if I remember correctly. I think we binged the first season
Yeah, like
and
it
then
was cold.
started right with season 2. We were hooked
Yeah.
immediately. It was one of those shows that was kind of like, I don't know, let's just check it out cuz the sci-fi thing part of it, I'm like, but it's time travel and it's done so well, and the way they have gone to the different decades, the way they've brought in you know the characters in present day, and then you
Right.
see them in the 70s, you see them in, and so it's so good, and I think I'm gonna have to watch either the final 2 episodes or the final episode again before we start season
Right.
4, just to refresh my memory.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. We could do that.
Yeah, what do you think?
I hope because they found out mid-season that it wraps up and
I don't know if it was I don't know at what point in the
well,
season, but I know they had
but
enough time to kind of.
yeah, and I just hope because I wanted to learn more about the pond. Like, how did the
Yeah,
pond come to be? Who was the first to discover it?
and the importance of the pond
And
is.
the importance of the pond. It only goes back to the past and not the future.
Yeah.
So
That's how they
interesting,
time
right?
travel. Well, that's how they time travel. That's
Right.
the vessel for
Yeah.
the time travel, is the pond.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to it. I hope it has a great ending and it's
Yeah.
all wrapped up into a nice, pretty bow.
Well, and it's so great because, like I said, it's like 3 generations,
Yeah.
of these women, and then you learn more about their ancestors also, right? And what
Yeah.
they went through and the town that they're in, and it's just it's really really well done. The writing is great, the directing is great.
Hmm.
I did see an interview with Kyler. Actually, it was Kyler, and I think maybe Sadie was in it too. And I don't know what season this was from, but she was talking about how they film in Toronto, and the pond is actually a real man-made pond that they jump
Wow.
into, and it can get very, very cold. And the longer they shoot, since they're in Toronto, and they must
I
shoot
bet
in the
it
fall,
does
it gets colder. Yeah, and so she said they try to film all of their pond days, you
when it's
know,
warm.
at once. Right, right. So
Well,
they
that's a
don't
good
have
idea.
to so they
Yeah.
don't have to do it later, and it makes sense. So
Yeah. Not everybody wants to do that polar plunge, right?
yeah,
Whew.
yeah. But if you haven't watched it, you have until April 19th to binge, and we strongly suggest that you do. You will
Yep.
need a flow chart. We need some kind of Excel spreadsheet that talks about all the family members and who's doing
Yeah.
what,
And timelines.
and timelines. Yeah, you mainly need the timelines. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's good. It's good.
Yeah. So
Yep.
we're looking forward to it.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, the final Spring Into Love 2026 movie airs Saturday, April 25th, and it's called I'll Be Seeing You.
Mm-hmm.
And this one stars my man,
Your
Tyler
man,
Hines,
Tyler Hines. Who's that?
James Bond,
Hallmark by
and
James Bond.
Stacey
Every
Farber.
time. Every time. Stacey Farber.
Yeah. Tyler is obvious, one of Hallmark's huge male actors, right? Holiday
Yes.
Touchdown, the Wise Men movies, Groomsmen movies, Never Been Kissed, which is good.
Yeah.
Always
They're all good.
Amore, which I think that's one of his best movies.
Agreed.
And An Unexpected Christmas, On the 12th Date of Christmas, Winter in
cute, too.
Vale. We
Yep.
saw Stacy last on Hallmark, and Hanukkah on the Rocks, which I thought that was a really cute movie.
Yeah, that was good too.
That was
Yes,
really
we
cute.
enjoyed that one.
And I'll Be Seeing You is directed by Jessica Harmon. She has several Hallmark directing credits, including last summer's Catch of the Day, several mysteries, and Rip in Time. It's written by Joe Elkins and Blake Silver. Their latest Hallmark movie is Tidings for the Season from CTC 2020.
Countdown to Christmas.
That's right. Countdown
Countdown
to
to Christmas.
Christmas.
CTC.
CTC.
Yeah.
Was it? I think it's funny because the word, talk about acronyms, CEO.
Oh,
What does CEO
yes.
stand for?
Christmas and Easter only. People who attend church on Christmas and Easter only. Yeah. Yep.
All right. So the
What's the
synopsis for this
synopsis?
one is when a work errand derails Amy's weekend plans with her grandmother. Here we are with the grandmothers again.
And Amy.
And Amy. Oh, we got two Amy's.
Hello.
Oh, Amy. They embark on a road trip with one sentimental detour, but need the help of a charming activities director. And that
I wonder who that is. I have no idea.
BTH. Ooh, in the house. So, what do you think? How do you think this one's going to turn out?
I think this is going to be really cute. I
do
love,
too.
now this is one we haven't seen a trailer for, but if you go to Tyler Hines's Instagram account, he's been posting some behind the scenes things with Stacy, with Christine Ebersol, who is also in it. And they're really cute, really fun. They're driving one of those, what would you call it? Is it like a Volkswagen van?
It's
or
a Volkswagen bus.
A Volkswagen.
Like the Scooby-Doo.
Like Scooby-Doo was. And so it just reminds me of the 70s kind of laid back, even though it doesn't take place in the 70s.
Yeah,
so I think it looks, what?
I said it kind of got that vibe.
Yeah. So I think it looks cute and fun, and we always love Tyler. So, and Stacy, like you said, we really enjoyed Hanukkah on the Rocks. So I'm looking forward to seeing the two of them together and kind of seeing where it goes. Like you said, again, another grandma connection. Only the grandma is alive in this one. Is alive. I assume it's Christine Ebersol, but maybe not. But I assume it's her.
Yeah.
So she's alive. She's alive. So I think it can be really cute and charming and just really enjoyable. That's what I think. What do you think?
I agree. I think it's going to be a blast, I think.
Yeah. I like the road trip idea too.
Yep, yep.
And they run into someone else. So I think I don't know. I like the synopsis. I like the premise so far. I mean, we've had other road trip movies, of course, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't think too many. Not too many.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think which one do you think will end up being your favorite?
Um, I honestly don't know. I think
Yeah.
I think Tyler Hines and I think the Blossom I think are going to be probably my two favorite.
Right.
What about you?
I think the same. I feel like
Samers.
I don't know. I really hope the other two, I hope we're pleasantly surprised, but I'm not saying they're going to be bad, but I just don't I'm not as excited. I'm mostly excited for A Season to Blossom
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be seeing you. I'm also
Yeah.
really looking forward to the final season of The Way Home. I mean, that's
Yeah.
not a movie, but cuz we just love that show. It is so, so good as a series. I'm really disappointed that it is ending. And, when you know a show is ending and you watch it that last season, that just sort of adds to it. Either
Right.
makes you more not tense to watch it, but you're kind of like, ugh, you watch it, but you're sad because you know it's going to end. And, especially if it's a show that you really, really love. So, um, but I am looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. And so we'll see. We'll see. I think Hallmark has started off really strong in the first quarter. We had a lot of great movies,
Mm-hmm.
quarter one of 2026, and I am looking forward to them continuing on
In Q2.
in Q2 of 2026.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yep,
All right. So is that a wrap?
that is a wrap.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. And the best way that you can support our podcast is by helping more Hallmark fans locate us on your podcast
On your podcast
applications
platforms.
and YouTube by clicking the likes, giving us reviews, and
Yes.
subscribing to us.
Yes. You can also send us an email to pourthewineitsrom.bsky.social@gmail.com. Shoot us an email and let us know what you think about the Spring into Love Final Four lineup that's
Yeah.
coming up, or The Way Home that's about to air very soon that we're going to have to watch the last episode to do a refresher for. Or send us an email about anything Hallmark related. We would love to hear from you.
Yep.
Make sure you follow us wherever you get your podcasts and on social media so you don't miss a thing. Until next time, cheers.
Cheers.